Back in 2015, I read a book that changed the course of my life forever in a very profound way. This book was called The Power of Now, and the author is the rock star of a spiritual influencer we know as Eckhart Tolle. And there was one concept in this book out of many of them that I really wanted to address in this video, because I realized how I was able to utilize it for myself and how it really changed my experience of life. So in The Power of Now, he talks about how the present moment is really all that there ever is, and the past is the past, and the future is oftentimes unpredictable. We can't always anticipate that things are going to happen the way that we want them to. That's fact. And it's really more so just in here, because obviously we experience things, and the conscious mind stores all those experiences in the subconscious mind, which is running 95% of our day-to-day lives. So that's an entirely other video. What I'm trying to get at in this video is this concept he addresses in the book called waiting. Something that I know that we're all familiar with. Something that I'm sure that most of us try to avoid at every chance we can. But what's interesting is that we could turn this concept of, waiting, which has us locked inside of this man-made construct we know as time, right? And we could turn waiting something that brings a lot of anticipation, a lot of maybe, potential anxiousness or worry or anxiety or stress or, whatever it is, we could turn that into being. What is being, you might ask, right? So being is very simple. We are two parts. We are human. We have that physical manifestation of our bodies, and we are being, spiritually energetic. And so when we go from waiting and turn that into being, what happens is we take that idea that we are actually stuck in time, waiting for a potential blockage to be removed so that, we can flow again. We take it from that and we turn it into being. And so being is what we always are. We just kind of tend to associate more with this time, man-made mental construct, and we check ourselves out of our natural state. And so turning waiting into being would look like turning this idea of, anticipation of an unpromised future event into a relaxed checking in state with the body and mind. And I think that this is really interesting. And I'm not going to say that everyone just does this and waits and, anticipates something all the time and isn't being productive with their time, or, with what the mind likes to label time. Maybe they want to be more productive, and that's totally fine. They could bring a book with them. They could bring a game with them. They could, do something. But this concept of being that I'd like to introduce is an opportunity for us to check in with our bodies. Maybe do a breathing practice. Maybe do some breath work or a meditation. Maybe we could do some stretching while we're in line. Really anything to take it away from this construct that we've created for ourselves, and we tend to over and over again lock ourselves inside of, because we don't need to be in this mental state of waiting for things. Aside from the fact that we can be productive with stuff, it's important that we get ourselves out of this waiting mentality, because the fact of the matter, and Eckhart Tolle puts it in the book, it is the foundation for the book. The fact of the matter is that the present moment is all there ever is, and anything else outside of that is completely an illusion.